Hey guys, Robin Next Gen Writer here. So in today's video, I'm trying to cruise through and get these desktop unboxings and functionality videos done so I can get this thing on the bike. So I have one left to do. We're going to open up the Chigee quick release product that allows you to install the Chigee AIO-6 onto a bike, and it's detachable. It has quick release pogo mount, so you can easily take the unit on and off the bike for security. So let's open it up. Got it here on the desktop. Let's move the Chigee up here for now. So comes nicely boxed, and you can see here it has the same green kind of security seals. We'll remove those and see what we have in the kit. Alright, so you open it up, you get your little pamphlets, quick release installation guide, quick install guide, safety guidelines, kind of the standard stuff. Set that aside. And now here, we'll remove this. Nothing else in the box. Set that aside. So here is the quick release unit. You get wrenches and looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And it comes with so it's not going to incorporate the power cable that you have in the original kit. It's going to replace that. And then, so it's 2 pieces that are attached. So this part will go on the device. And then this part is your mount. Okay. And it has the pins, the lock, and the power cable. All right. So one thing to be aware of when this is, so this piece is going to be mounted on your bike, and I'm trying to think what I recall in the past. First of all, it's not a true pogo. These are not spring loaded. It's a straight up connector. And these pins protrude. So if you have this mounted on your handlebars and the device is off, it's not going to be too hard to damage these pins. That's one thing I notice. And the pins are, so there's a couple of them that are sticking out more than the others. I don't know if that's normal. So basically they're very, very small spades that insert into the fixture that's going to mount to the Chigee AIO-6. And then this should be on bottom. Okay. Do I have that right? Maybe I have that reversed. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this is keyed. Let's take a look at the Chigee. Okay. So the USB is going to be on the bottom. So this should go on this way. We'll fully press the quick release. There's a lip here on the bottom. So it seems like you would want to, okay, there it goes. So when you have this mounted on the device, okay, and when you release it, I don't know, this is new and this is stiff. It doesn't really eject. So it'll be interesting to see how easy this thing goes on. But keep in mind, you're actually sliding pins into a connector. Okay, it's not just contact to contact with a spring-loaded pin. It's a pin with a receptacle that's sliding in like this. You can make jokes in the comments, that's fine. So you'll want to depress the release, come up from the bottom, I did it once. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's a little different than what I was expecting. Maybe this will be easier when I get it assembled. So, and what we have here in this small bag that comes in the kit, should have brought some scissors in for this video. We'll rip this open. Is you have your anti-theft key, and then you have a cover, which I highly recommend you use. Whoops, it's going to go over here. When your device is not installed. Okay. So that goes on a lot easier, obviously. So I'm going to try that same process where I just pull up and force it. Okay, that works. So the way is going to be to bring the device in, let it capture on the bottom lip, and then press it into the mechanism and hear the snap for the lock. And then just push to release. But it does not eject. You're going to have to give it a pull and then drop it down. Demo that one more time. And it seems to be working okay. We'll see how smooth this is on the bike. So what I'll show you now is we'll go ahead and, so the quick release allows you to lock, you know, put this on a key ring. How the hell do you open it? What the? Somewhere. Okay, so we'll pop this back on. And somewhere we're supposed to be able to lock this. And in the videos, I thought it was... Is this it? Ah, okay, okay, straight from the back. So this is actually the lock. So it's a captured screw. It's a triangular head, so it's anti-theft. It's nothing standard. They'll need to have a triangle key. And then you just come in from the back and screw it in clockwise. And what it does is it stops this release from going down. So you're not going to be able to unlock it. Come back in with the key. Give it a few turns counterclockwise until it is spring controlled, and now you can unlock. So that's kind of cool. I like that. That's pretty straightforward. I thought I saw this in pre-marketing, and maybe I remember it incorrectly, but I thought it had the lock was from the top. But anyway, no, it's straight in from the back. So you're going to want to leave room when you mount this thing to make sure you can come in here. If locking it is important to you, when you mount it, you want to leave room to be able to use this. You can put this on a 90 probably, and make it a little bit tighter, but you will need a couple of inches to use your locking key. All right, that's that. So that'll come later. We'll fit that on the bike. So what we're going to do now is just install the adapter. It's going to be this one. Yeah. So we'll set those aside. We're going to pull the USB power out. And then we're going to take 4 screws out. Number 4. Okay. So this is just going to lift out. So with this unit, these are neoprene or some kind of rubber and serve as vibration isolation. Okay, so we're going to, okay, so you have that here. It kind of moves, and now that vibration isolation is going to be on these mounting screws. So it's still there. And then now we will affix this. Into the device, and you get longer screws. Get them out. One, two, three, 4. So obviously they are longer, and they come with some thread lock. So that should all be all there is to it. Drop those in. Use the same driver. Okay, I can feel the thread lock working. I'm going to start them all a bit. I may have had too much coffee this morning. That one's not wanting to go in. Okay, that one is. This one is. What's going on over here? Okay, there we go. Oh, that one's a little tighter. Okay. And they do go in a bit hard. Oh, I just don't like the feel of that. That one doesn't feel normal compared to the other 4. I don't know, I think, okay, it's okay now. I think maybe it just got a little extra Loctite on there. Yeah, it's okay. Just a little stiffer than the other ones. I'll take these in as far as I can on the long end. Okay, that one kind of went all the way. Not too tough. This one's going in nicely. This one's stiffer. So I want to be careful and kind of try to figure out where bottom is on this. There's no washer. Okay, I feel the resistance now of the bracket. I don't want to go too tight. But they are pretty, this one especially, pretty stiff going in. Okay, that one felt like it tightened up. These two felt that they tightened normally. These just feel like they're just going in a little harder. Okay, you can feel the resistance, so it's a little different. This one especially. Okay, I think we're tight. Okay. So now, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that works good. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I would just, because of these pins actually being protruding pins, I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'm shooting the overhead with the Ace Pro. I would highly recommend that you use this when the device is not installed and protect those pins. Okay, so there we have it. I need to switch out the power cable on my power supply, and then we'll do a quick power up demo, and that'll be the end of this video. Okay, so I have the new cable in. One thing, I don't know if I mentioned this in my initial unboxing of the kit from Chigee, but one pretty important thing to me that they do differently on their kit is they use a metal screw capture. It's metallic on both ends, and it works very nicely. I used, I think, one other device. I think the AIO-6 had metal, and it didn't work really great. They were tough to get started, but these are just really clean and they work nice. And I like that they opted to go with a metal screw and capture to make the waterproof connections. So anyway, we have the device. I want to turn the power supply on. I'm going to kind of simulate that, you know, the bike's running and we have power here. And then we're going to pop off the protective cover and you dig your unit out and throw it on the quick release. There it is, power's up. Alright, so here's the unit under power with the CG quick release, and we won't worry about that. And there's camera signaling. Get out of there. Front and rear. Works good. Nice clean signal through the quick release mount. So with the small drawback that you have extended pins when the device is not mounted, use your cover. The upside for that is you're going to have very reliable connectivity. So on a spring-loaded pogo, when you have a pin kind of just spring-loaded and pushing against a contact, there's nothing to really stop things from disconnecting under movement, if that makes sense. So if you jostle the mount and you have a poor quality pogo, or just maybe a pogo in general, you could lose contact. So even though it's going to require some care to be aware to protect those pins, that's definitely going to give you a more reliable connection for cameras, well, and power also, and for OBD data for the BMW mount. So keep that in mind. It's not a criticism, it's just an observation, but take care. It's super smart that they crafted a very good quality cover that gets snapped in and captured. They could have gone cheap here and done something that would be less reliable. So just keep tabs on this thing, keep it in your tank bag, and use it when your device is not on the motorcycle. You just never know. Something could bump those pins, and then you could have connection problems. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap it up. That's the end of the bench test review of the Chigee mount. All in all, I think it's pretty good. I like it. No real detractions on this. Just so what's going to happen now here, just I guess I should mention that this ball mount will mount to the back of your Chigee release mount, and then it will affix to this mounting bracket. So the ball mount's a bit on the small side. I'm guessing somewhere around 10 mm. I haven't measured it. To be honest, I'm sure guys are gonna craft or what do you call that? Digitally print and convert this thing to like a 1-inch standard B-type mount, and you get your 1-inch ball here, and then you can use whatever you want from RAM to mount this thing. That's what I would do. I would go that route. So we'll watch for that and see who helps us out there. But anyway, this is a pretty straightforward mount, and it's very easy to print something that you could affix here and use kind of whatever mount that you want. You could quad lock, you could, whatever. So anyway, that's it. A bit long video on the Chigee quick release, but I wanted to give it a very good look. That's what I do here as opposed to content creators, is I really try to dive into these things and look at the nooks and crannies and, evaluate the upside and the downsides. No downside here on this Chigee release mount, other than I said, you need to exercise care and caution with the extended pins. Anyway, thanks for watching.